we are kicking off our new series. It's called Ask the Moms. This is real moms with real advice on all of your parenting questions. Let's meet today's panel of mamas, shall we? We've got family medicine doctor Melinda Silva, as well as mommy blogger Mary Burt Godwin of the Mom and Mary Show, and we have psychologist Rachel Goldenhar from the San Diego Psych Association. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's get right to it. Let's get to our first viewer question.
I'm wondering, in our technological age, how do you navigate your child's privacy in things like Facebook or text message or on their cell phone versus my parental need to keep them safe and set parameters and boundaries?
Great question.
Yeah. I don't have kids yet, but I say look at everything.
Yes, I think so. I mean, having two teenagers now, my first teenager was okay with me being a friend on Facebook. The second one said, "Mom, that's not cool if you're my friend on Facebook." And I said, well, I don't care if it's not cool. It's going to be a requirement if you want the Facebook.
Good for you.
It doesn't mean I'm going to say, hey, what's up? And, you know, post on his Facebook, but he knows that I can look at it and just make sure, you know, to monitor what he puts on there, because they don't have the foresight to know that that's not the right thing to say or do sometimes, and we just don't want them to make those mistakes.
In fact, the prefrontal cortex is not developed until you're in your early 20s, and that's responsible for thinking ahead, planning, problem solving. So teenagers really can't think through these questions of, should I friend this person on Facebook? Should I put this out there? Should I put this information out there? What do I think of this picture that this friend texted me? So they can't really think that stuff through, and so you really need to be watching what's going on, and it's a really scary world out there, and they need to know, you know what, I need to keep you safe, and I need to make sure that this information is not going out there, or, you know, you're putting some information or friending someone who's not a safe person to friend.
Right.
So
because it's out there forever, whether you think it is or not.
Yes.
Mary, a thought that I just had, I'm curious, because I know a lot of moms are not, and dads too, are not on Facebook. They don't have time for it. It's not their thing. So I'm curious, if you want to still monitor your child, if it would be a good idea to maybe get a mutual friend that you and your child both know to friend them and say, hey, can you just do me a favor and keep an eye on what my kid is posting if you're not on there?
Or an aunt or a family member that's close.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I think monitoring everything they do. They just don't know the ramifications of putting things out there, and they come home and they're mad at a teacher or a friend, and they put it out there, and then they say something slanderous. And that has major ramifications that they, like she said, they don't understand yet.
And you may not understand why your child, you know, is so upset, and sure enough, they just saw on Facebook that some friend that didn't invite them to a birthday party has posted all these pictures, and that it completely affects their mood, and so you're able to kind of help them through that, and so it's really helpful.
Absolutely.
Communicating with your kid, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's get to our next viewer question.
I have a question regarding napping for 3-month-old babies. How long and how often should they be napping at this age? And what is the best way to get them down for a nap?
All right.
Nap as often as possible. All the time. As much as you. I think my girls were napping 3 times a day at that age, and this is the time, about 3 months, when you can get a schedule for them. And really kind of stick to it, because before that it's too crazy. But around 3 months, I would say. And in the morning, especially if they wake up really early, a 9 o'clock little nap, and then the afternoon nap, I think, is the biggest one, like 11 to 1 or 12 to 2, and then even an early evening nap sometimes, and then that'll just gauge depending on their nighttime sleeping. But there's a lot of sleeping going on.
I mean, some kids sleep more than others, and I think the nap is just so important because so much growing is going on, the brain is growing so much, and they're taking in so much stimulation that they really need those naps. So don't be surprised if they're napping quite a bit in that first 6 months.
Yeah, and I tell the mamas, if you need to take a nap, also nap with your child, because it's a good time to rest.
Amen.
Because because some mothers will just say, well, you know, I want to, you know, vacuum or, you know, fold the clothes. If you're tired, just sleep with your child.
That's good stuff. I'm already having pep talks with mine. I'm like, you will sleep. Sleep. You can also send the moms a video question. Just email us the video at fox5morningnews@tribune.com. Ladies, thank you for being here. Raul? Let them sleep.
I take naps with my kid if it wasn't possible. The whole "you will sleep," that doesn't work.
It doesn't?
That doesn't work.
It's not going to stop me from trying.
No night-night, Daddy. No night-night. Look at all the moms laughing. They know what's up. 9:30. You wait, Foxy. You wait. You wait.